had been live streaming himself approaching individuals in Old Town Scottsdale asking if he could obtain Adderall. So certainly that factual information.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Majer back at another video. Today we're about to be getting into a video by Maury, and it's gonna be on Clavicular got arrested. Clavicular Clav or whatever you call this nigga. If y'all fans of this nigga has been weird the whole time. He's finally been arrested. I would have thought he would have got arrested for running somebody over, but hey, he got off. But let's see what shit he got into.
Alright guys and gals, crazy story here. So, looks maxing influencer Clavicular, I'm sure we're all familiar with him. He is facing up to 15 years in prison with his 3 separate legal cases. So this guy, he just cannot seem to keep out of trouble. So his most recent situation, of which I'm gonna explain today, is involving a felony, actually multiple felonies, including having drugs on him and a fake document. In this case, he was in Arizona recently, trying to get into a club with a fake ID. The police were watching his stream. They knew what he was doing. He got into the club after showing his ID to the bouncer. After that, police came to the same club, arrested him, patted him down, and found some narcotics in his pocket, I believe Adderall, of which he did not have a prescription for. In this other legal case, it involved an assault case tied to a fight involving his girlfriend. I'm not sure which one, which girl. He said many. And this third one, a civil lawsuit stemming from a car accident, of which we know was right here. He ran somebody over who was stalking and harassing and assaulting him. This is going to be an interesting case. I think the audiences were pretty split on this, and here is that girl right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty split on that too, because you were literally stalking him the whole time and being a weirdo. It was multiple streams of you going around following that nigga, and he took action. You hopped on his car and he took action. So hey, that's up in the air. I hope he wins that one. But the other two, but we already kind of used. I'm used to seeing this nigga. I'm pretty sure y'all, whoever y'all clicked on this video, y'all know who this nigga is, or whoever don't. Basically, this nigga is like known for like look maxing and, you know, taking drugs, and illegal ones at that, just to make his figure look good, just to lose weight, just to do all this shit. And those are illegal drugs that he takes and, you know, don't have a prescription for. And he does a lot of wild shit on stream, like in front of his audience, where that shit gets clipped and thrown all over the internet.
And this is the night he was arrested. So this guy, he's all over the place. And in total, for all of these cases, he's facing a combined 15 years in prison. Although I don't think he'll get anywhere near that if his lawyers are good enough to fight on his behalf. Additionally, here is his mugshot, as you can see. But he doesn't look too happy here. That said, here is some footage from that night of his arrest in Arizona.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Under arrest? For what?
I don't know. That's up to him to let you know.
Isn't it bullshit? He's gonna be fine. They're gonna get cooked, guys. Like, this is really bad.
So yeah, as you can see, guy was detained, put in handcuffs, and arrested by multiple police officers.
The reason why they say he's gonna be fine is because he's under the protection of Aiden Ross's lawyers, and I'm not even gonna say, I guess, like, he always like throws them around and say, oh, they're Jewish. So basically, he thinks he's invincible. You never know if he might get locked up or nothing. Your lawyers could be good, and you could still end up getting some type of punishment.
Officers who were, again, watching his stream prior to even doing this little clubs, I believe, in Miami, after partying with Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes, and Sneeko, singing. Like, again, what is this timeline? Clavicular, Fresh, who is this? I don't know. Myron, Andrew Tate's brother Tristan, singing. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter. N-word, Heil, Mustache Man. And pretty much as far as I'm aware, these guys can't party or go to any major clubs outside of backwater, hole-in-the-wall clubs in Miami. They're pretty much banned from every major venue as far as I'm aware. And now, because of that, he's up here, traveled halfway across the country to Arizona, digging himself deeper into the bottomless hole of which he's already in.
I can't grab it, bro.
I'm gonna give you guys a piece of advice.
Yep.
These guys determine how long this whole process lasts.
Of course.
It could last an hour or it could last 10 hours.
Okay.
If you put that in their face.
No, I didn't mean to put it in their face.
No.
I would
just get,
yeah.
You're going to have plenty of content for this one.
I just wanted him to be able to explain his side to the chat before he leaves.
You know, everything has to be for content, right, guys? Everything has to be for content, ladies and gents. These guys can't put the cameras down even for...
What a random niggas gotta like, explain, what's happening. Just shut the stream off. I'm pretty sure they're gonna eventually find out that you got arrested and shit. Like, you don't need to explain every fucking detail to people that I think some of those people are actually like kind of cuckoo in the head that be in his chat, and some of them actually want to see that dude's downfall.
Even in the face of spending the weekend in jail, multiple felony counts of which I believe he has now, and up to 8 years in prison just for this one case alone, of which I don't think he's gonna get 8 years, but again, another ding to his record. Here in this post by KickChamp, they say Clavicular was charged with 2 felonies for fake documents and illegal drugs, both carrying possible prison time, and a misdemeanor for using a fake ID to obtain alcohol. They say Braden Eric Peters, booking number G235021, booking date 2026 February 8th, time of booking 1702, which is 5:02 p.m. I believe. Arrested in Scottsdale, Arizona, and as you can see, they got him on multiple counts: forgery, possession, forged instrument, dangerous drug possession and use, and liquor, minor false ID to enter. So 2 felonies and 1 misdemeanor. And this is the role model a lot of people are letting themselves be role modeled by, especially people who are legit still developing minds in middle school and high school. Like, guys, don't, again, like I said in the past,
I don't know why people are trying to literally, be like this type of person. Like, bro, okay, he had some surgeries or whatever, but like he altered his appearance to, just look like that. I don't know why I look up to people like that. And people seen around TikTok are literally altering their appearances and following this guy's instruction on like crushing their bone cheeks or whatever to get the defined face, and shit is going all wrong. I've seen some videos on TikTok about that shit.
He was in possession of a forged document and that it was being used to defraud, given the fact that he was under the age of 21 and he obtained admittance to that venue. No information in the Form 4 that he indicated to law enforcement in any way that he had a valid prescription for Adderall. Mr. Peters had been live streaming himself approaching individuals in Old Town Scottsdale asking if he could obtain Adderall. So certainly that factual information would negate the assertion.
This thing is an idiot. See, this is the type of people that get an ego online and think they're indestructible and untouchable. Like, bro just went up to them and asked for drugs on stream, and he does, like I said, he does a lot of crazy shit on stream that like literally will get a normal person in trouble quicker than it can go. But like, I don't know why he just thought that. And then like I was just thinking in my head, like, this is gonna be a lot of evidence in that case when it comes up, and they're going to be finding clips chopped up of him actually doing these illegal drugs. I seen a clip of this dude in like a bath, like he went inside the bathroom and he still had a mic on and sniffed some of that booger sugar, if you know what I mean. Bro just snorted a line and came right out.
That he in fact has some type of valid prescription for that.
So he's cooked because he was on stream, and everything needs to be for content, and streaming is live content of which you can't edit for the most part. That evidence is out there. This is that new aged modern snitching on yourself. But he's on stream literally asking people in Arizona, of all places, in Scottsdale, do you have insert specific drug that I want on stream? Like, how dumb can you be? Pretty much during this hearing, they said he can't leave the state, he can't drink, he can't party, he can't do drugs, of course, unless medically necessary. And of course, what is Clavicular's main content surrounded by now? Partying, drinking, hanging out with girls. I mean, most of his streams, as far as I'm aware, are literally him high or drunk 24/7, slurring his speech.
Our understanding is that Mr. Peters resides in the state of Florida, that he has no known ties to Arizona. I think we've already sufficiently discussed the particular facts of this case. The state is particularly concerned, one, that he represents a flight risk given that he doesn't have any ties to the state of Arizona and resides in Florida. Additionally, our understanding is that he does have a significant source of income that he could use to assist him to flee. Additionally, we are concerned really just in general of whether he'll comply with any kind of release conditions.
Yeah, release conditions, huh? Flight risk, huh? Of course. We already know that there's a high probability that Clavicular would just fly his ass back to Florida and
And bro, yeah, it's pretty obvious that he would do that. It's this nigga. He does reckless ass shit, and I'm pretty sure that's like the first thing he would do to just try to avoid all of those charges. So yeah, they pretty smart on kind of trapping that nigga there and making sure he faces those charges. So I ain't got nothing to say to that.
as for release conditions, I honestly don't believe he's gonna stick by him. This man literally injects himself with multiple forms of peptides and non-prescription meds. Additionally, we all know that he says he sniffs that particular drug that limits his
Blood
appetite
sugar.
so he can stay skinny. So, you know, given all these restrictions that are counterintuitive to his looks maxing.
Yeah, that's about to make this nigga look like he's decaying. I seen a photo online. People put it on I think like TikTok, and they said that nigga's decaying. Like they said his nose looks different. Bro, like his altered appearance is starting to fade off quick as shit.
Lifestyle. I don't think he's gonna make it, guys. I don't think.
Given his behavior, as I indicated earlier in my previous argument, he was live streaming himself going up to individuals asking for an illegal substance. He clearly doesn't have any respect for the law. And given all of that, we are concerned that he may not follow any release conditions that this court may impose.
And that right there is why you don't live stream everything. In fact, this is why you don't be an asshole. This is why you want to be respectful. Clavicular didn't have to do any of the things he's done within the past few months that has gotten him to this point in life. To where he's now, you know, in some random courthouse in Arizona, fighting these multiple felony counts for fake IDs and drugs he's not supposed to be having on his person. This is entirely his fault. He's a grown man.
Before I impose release conditions, Mr. Peters, do you understand that you have court hearings on February 23rd at 8:30 a.m. and February 26th at 8:30 a.m.?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you understand that you must make an appearance at both of those hearings?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And do you understand the importance of resolving this matter?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And Counselor, I'll trust that you will have a conversation with your client about the need to be very careful about, you know, the content of what he posts to social media. Sir, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, all right? No contact with any arresting officers, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, no driving without a valid license.
So yeah, Buddy is cooked. Fighting multiple legal battles all at once is crazy. I don't know if he has the funds for this type of stuff, but he does have many fans. He does have a school community of which he's making money from. He's on YouTube and Twitch and Kick, so yeah, he should be making enough to cover these legal funds, although it's probably going to drain his accounts. Thoughts and opinions down below, ladies.
Oh man, hey, it ain't nothing but his fault. I kind of just see the situation as like, yeah, this is why you just don't look up to these type of streamers, YouTubers at all, bro. Because like we already had a telltale sign of what this nigga was gonna be on as soon as he started doing more and more illegal drugs around the clock, and more of his reckless behavior on like these live streams. It was gonna get him caught up at some point. It was just like it had to just tell what time to see. I don't know what was rolling around in his head, but it's not good for this nigga. But like I said, Aiden Ross is gonna be on deck helping him. I heard and seen a clip that that was going around. He said we're gonna get Clavicular some help, and we're gonna make sure he's straight with legal problems. So we'll just see what happened. But hey, if you guys like that video, go check out Maury's video and leave a like and subscribe for me, and we're out. We're on the road to 350.